A career in the arts is oxymoronic. Aesthetics, perspective, evoking an emotion, absolutely none of this has anything to do with money. Yet here we are, every day, pouring our hearts and souls into projects just to sell them to the highest bidder. If you're jaded by your career choices, please don't blame the world. You chose this life. You're the one who has perverted your own artistic passion in the name of making money out of it. If you want to enjoy being a human, make art for its own sake. If you want to make a career as an artist, you have to sell something. Let me make this clear. I don't want to live in this society. I'm not for lying down as the system runs us over or for not critiquing how things are. I think some of the most important questions and conversations we have deal with our current economic system and how we can make it more sustainable and ethical. But the reality of today is the reality of today. If you want to have any kind of agency in your life, you're kind of forced to play the game. How is this manifested in me? Well, I've kind of gotten rid of this notion of being an artist, this rare individual that gets paid to create whatever they feel like creating. I still do this for myself almost every day. I love to create. But when I'm being paid, I'm not really concerned with my own artistic satisfaction. When I'm getting a paycheck, I'm more concerned with selling what I've been hired to sell. This is the price we pay for being paid. Don't let your own pretentious idea of what it means to be an artist get in the way of collaboration and collectively pursuing a goal. I think it's important to understand here what I mean by selling. I'm not talking about selling a product. I could be talking about that, but in the arts, so often we're selling a vibe, we're selling an aesthetic, or something that's not, material. Let me give you an example. Let's say I'm jamming with my buddies. Just jamming with the buddies, having fun, that's pure expression, that's pure art. We're not trying to sell anything, we're doing it for its own sake. But as soon as we introduce a camera and we start filming it with the idea of posting it to promote like an upcoming album, that's selling. Every single thing we do in that video could be viewed through the lens of selling something. We're selling the brand, we're selling the style of music, we're selling the clothes. All of these things are factors that at the end of the day are going to affect our record sales. One could argue, and I think this is a good argument, that just because you're selling something doesn't mean everything is an act of selling. You can separate the pure act of creation, and then after you've done that, then you can take that piece of whatever you've done and try to sell that. Something similar would be, putting just the most minimal amount of effort into selling. The problem with both of these approaches is it doesn't really solve the problem of disliking selling. It kind of just minimizes the suffering of something that you don't like doing. And I understand this approach. I feel like I've really been doing this for the past 6 years. But like I said, it doesn't really solve the problem. It just minimizes it. So what I propose is to sell yourself. As an artist, your business is you and your taste is what you're selling. In this way, if you cater your brand to authentically fit with your vibe and actually something you believe in, then you're selling authentically. You're not just, doing this soulless corporate thing that you don't believe in, you're just doing it for a paycheck. You're actively selling in a way that's creative and cool and enjoyable. Look at someone like Tyler, the Creator, or Childish Gambino. Nothing that they put out feels inauthentic to me. It feels like, very true to themselves. But there's no doubt in my mind that person has meticulously planned out, what they're presenting to the world. And because of that, they've sold themselves. They've made a lot of money doing that. And that's exciting. That's cool. I don't think that's bad. I think there's a notion that as soon as you sell, it's automatically hell. It's suffering. It doesn't have any taste. I think this notion lacks creativity. If you want to make a career out of art, you undoubtedly have to sell something. So you might as well sell yourself. If you're looking for a cinematographer, my name's Isaac Kimmel. I'm in LA. I also am a colorist. Here's my reel. And again, thank you so much for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments. I'd really like to hear.